Hello children, so welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Today from physics subject motion and time topic we are going to continue. So already we have learned some previous Olympiad questions in our previous videos. Let's start from 41st question. So the question is, 1 minute, 41st question. So which of the following does not show oscillatory motion? Does not show oscillatory motion. So here swing means, so it will go towards that side, it will move forward and comes backward. It moves forward and comes backward. It's a kind of oscillatory motion. Fan means it will rotate only in one direction. It will rotate in one direction. It won't come back. So it is not an oscillatory motion. Seesaw also it will go up and then down, up and down, oscillatory motion. Pendulum also towards extreme position, coming back to mean position, extreme position, to and fro motion. So only fan does not show oscillatory motion, because they asked us which does not show. So answer is B option. So fan does not show oscillatory motion. Next, 42nd. So look at the following graph carefully and find the acceleration of the moving body. Acceleration of the moving body. So here for 10 seconds it's velocity, because on x-axis they have given, y-axis they have given velocity, on x-axis they have given time. This is y-axis. So for 10 seconds 10 meter per second velocity. For 20 seconds 20 meter. For 30 seconds 30 meters. For 40 seconds 40 meter per second. For 50 seconds 50 meter per second. If you observe, for every 10 seconds of change of time, 10 meter per second velocity is changing. Next, 20 to 30, 10 seconds. 20 to 30, 10 meter per second. 30 to 40, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 50 to 60. Means for 10 seconds time, 10 meter per second velocity is changing. Means it is moving with a constant velocity. It is moving with a constant velocity here. So constant change of velocity. So actually here acceleration means, acceleration A stands for change of velocity by time. Change of velocity by time. Change of velocity how much? 10 meter per second for every 10 seconds. So 10 1 times 10. So acceleration is 1 meter per second. So B option, 1 meter per second square. Here it is meter per second means meter per second square. 1 meter per second square is the right answer. Next. In the following figure, speed and direction of the car at 3 different time intervals has been shown. Is the body in uniform acceleration? They are asking whether the body is in uniform acceleration or not. So let me maximize children. So here 60 km per hour, 10 am. 11 am, 70 km per hour. 12 am, 80 km per hour. Means 10 km per hour changed for 1 hour. Again 10 km changed for 1 hour. So here at 10 am 60 km per hour. At 11 a.m., the cart speed is 70 kmph. At 12 a.m., 80 kmph. So what we have observed here from this, in 1 hour time, 10 plus 10 kmph speed increased. Again 1 hour time plus 10 speed increased. So how it is moving? Its change in velocity is uniform. So we can tell that it is moving with uniform acceleration. Means uniform change of velocity in same time. If the change of velocity means acceleration. If the change of velocity is same in same intervals of time, then it is called uniform acceleration. Yes, option A is the right answer. Next, if a body covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be in uniform motion. Suppose in the place of distance, if they give velocity, then we can write uniform acceleration. But they have mentioned distance here. So equal time, equal distance means it is moving with uniform motion. Next. So a body covers half of its journey with a speed of 60 meter per second, other half of journey with a speed of 40 meter per second. Then average speed during whole journey is. Average speed during whole journey is. Suppose let the total distance. Let the total distance be d plus d, 2d. Let the total distance be 2d, so that first half journey distance d, second half journey distance d. So first half it has traveled with a speed of 60 meter per second. So what is the first time? Distance by speed. Distance how much? D. Speed how much? 60 meter per second. What is the second time? Second distance by second speed. What is the second distance? Second distance also D. What is second time? 40. What is second time? 40. So now what is average speed? What is average speed? Total distance by total time. Total distance by total time. Total distance how much? D plus D, 2D. 2D by total time how much? First time plus second time. Means D by 60 plus D by 40. 2D by 60, 40. LCM how much? 60, 40. LCM how much? 120. 120. 60 2 times 120. 2 into D, 2D. 40 3 times 120. 3 into D, 3D. So here you will get 5D. So 2D by 5D by 120. In denominator again by is there. This will go up. Means 2D into 120 by 5D. DD cancel. 5 2 times 10, 40. 5 4 times 20. 2 into 24, 48 meter per second. So you cannot do like this, children. 60 plus 40 by 2. Average velocity 50 meter per second. Like that we should not tell. First we have to find first time, second time. Then total distance by total time. With that formula only we can calculate average speed. So C option is the right answer. Next. If a pendulum is vibrating at 10 cycles, its time period is. 10 cycle per second it is. Here vibrating at 10 cycle s to the power of minus 1 means 10 cycles per 1 second. 10 cycles per 1 second or 10 rotations or 10 complete oscillations per 1 second. 10 complete oscillations per 1 second. Time period means time taken for one oscillation. Here time period means what is time period? Time taken for one oscillation. Time taken for one oscillation means for 10 oscillations it has taken 1 second. For 10 oscillations it has taken 1 second. So for one oscillation how much time it will take? 1. This 10 will come down. 1 by 10. 1 by 10 means 0.1 second. Option B is the right answer. Next. A scooterist covers a distance of 3 km in 5 minutes. He travels with a speed of means in 5 minutes he has traveled 3 km. Then we want to find out his speed in hours. In hours means in 60 minutes. How he will travel? 3 into this 60 will come into this first number will come down. 3 into 60 by 5. So 5 12 times 60. 12 3 times 360. Sorry, 12 3 times 36. 36 we are getting 36 here. In 5 minutes he has traveled 3 km. Or speed formula, speed equals to distance by time. What is the distance here? 3 km. What is the time? 5 minutes. 5 minutes if we change into hours, 1 minute children. 1 minute. Five minutes. How to change into hours? If you want to change into hours, we have to divide by 60. 5 by 60 hours. 3 km by 5 by 60 hours. Again denominator again by is there. It will go up. 3 into 60 by 5. So 5 12 times 60. 12 into 3. 36 kmph. 36 kmph. 36 kmph coming. Or they are asking in meters per minute they have given. In this case how we can do? 3 km by 5 minutes. 3 km if we change into meter, 3000 meters, because 1 km equal to 1000 meters. 3 km 3000 meter by 5 minutes. 5 6 times 30 means 600 meters per minute. If they give in kilometer per hour, 36 km per hour is the right answer. But they have given answer in meters per minute. So 600 meters per minute. D option is the right answer. Next. Next 48. So velocity time graph for a particle moving on a straight line is shown in the figure. Mark the correct statement. Mark the correct statement. So here, if you observe the graph, if you observe the graph, on the x-axis time is given 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 0 it is. On the y-axis velocity they have given upwards 10, downwards minus 10, minus 20. Means in the beginning the velocity was 10 meter per second. At 10 seconds it became 0. At 20 seconds it became minus 10. At 30 seconds it became minus 20 according to the graph. Now the question is, from the statement, which of the following is the correct statement? Which of the following is the correct statement? So here, what is the change in 10 seconds time? 10 seconds, 10 meter per second velocity changed. Again, if you observe here, again 10 to 20, 10 seconds time, 0 to minus 10. 10 seconds, 10 meter per second velocity changed. Means here plus 10 changed, here minus 10 changed. Means overall 10 meter per second velocity increased or decreased, but the change is same. But the change is same. Average is same. So option C is the right answer. The average speed in the interval of 0 to 10 seconds equals to 10 to 10 seconds. Next. The displacement time graphs of two bodies A and B are shown in figure. Which of the following statement is correct? Which of the following statement is correct? So here this is time, this is displacement, this is time, this is time. So from the graph, what we can tell here, this difference is 20 meters. AB difference is 20 meters. That difference is continuing as the same. The difference is continuing as the same throughout the journey. Means A is always 20 meters behind B. So A is always 20 meters behind B. So when it always 20 meters behind B, both of them are traveling with the same speed. So both of them are traveling with the same speed. In the beginning 20 meter difference is there. Up to end also they will maintain the same difference. Moving faster, wrong, moving faster, wrong. B is behind, wrong. A is behind, correct. So D option is the correct answer. Next. So the figure shows the distance time graph for the motion of two vehicles, X and Y. Which one of them is moving faster? Which one of them is moving faster? So here, this is a distance covered by Y in this time. This is a distance covered by X in this time. So this T1 is less compared to T2. T1 time is less compared to T2, and the distance D1 is more compared to D2. D1 distance is more compared to D2. Means here if you see the graph of X particle, in T1 in less time it is covering more distance. Less time it is covering more distance. More distance. So which one of them is moving faster means we can tell X. X is moving faster. Okay. Next. So which of the following options is correct for the object having a straight line motion represented by the graph? So the motion of an object is represented by this graph. So 0 to A to B, B to C, C to D. Like that it is moving. Like that one object is moving. So which statement is correct, that we have to tell. Which statement is correct? Actually, this is 0. One minute. Here, suppose so here average, if we find the average velocity, means sorry children, here in the graph, once children, let's maximize. Here on the y-axis they have given time, children, t. On the x-axis they have given distance, s. On the y-axis time is given, on the x-axis distance is given. So distance, beginning distance is 0, final distance also 0. So here average velocity means total displacement. Initial position, final position, what is the difference? Sorry, because this is displacement here. Suppose if it is 0, 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters, like that if we take, means beginning at before starting the distance is 0, final at D position also distance is 0. So as the total distance is 0, so average velocity means total distance or displacement by total time. Here total displacement is 0. So that's why average velocity will be 0 in this case. C option is correct. Next. So speed distance graph of an object in uniform motion which comes to rest suddenly is. Comes to rest suddenly is. Here this is the speed, this is the distance. Suddenly comes rest means speed value should become 0. This is starting, ending, and like this we can take. Here it is touching x-axis. Means at this place speed will be 0. At this place speed will be 0. So in C option, speed will be 0. Actually here the distance is goes on increasing. So its speed can never be 0. Here also distance is one minute children. So this is the distance value. This is the speed value. So here distance is increasing, speed is increasing at every point. Distance is increasing, speed is increasing at every point. So here speed cannot be 0. It won't come to rest. Here distance value, suppose here distance value compared to all these points. Distance value 2 meter, 4 meter, 6 meter, 8 meter, like that we will get different distance values. But speed is constant, means it is moving with constant speed. So speed cannot be 0 here in this case. But here only in this case speed can become 0. Here also speed is having different values. Distance is having different values. They are not becoming 0. Only in one particular case, C case only, there is a chance of speed becoming 0 or coming to rest, or distance becoming 0, coming to rest. Next. So which of the following instruments measures time most accurately? So which of the following? So this nowadays we have quartz watch, like digital watches, quartz watch, which can measure the time accurately. So B option is the right answer. Next, 54. Study the distance time graph of toy car given here. This is and children, spelling mistake, and choose the incorrect statement. Choose the incorrect statement from the following. Incorrect statement. So this is the distance, this is the time. So 0 to 10, 5 meters, 10 to 20, 5 to 7, 2 meters, 20 to 30, 7 to 20 to 30, 20 to 30, 7 to 10, 3 meters, 30 to 40, 30 to 40, what is happening? From there it is coming back to here. From 10 meters it is coming back to here. Means 10 to 5, 10 to 7. So here value actually they have not given here. This is 5, this is 7 actually. They have not mentioned here. Okay. What they are telling? So distance travel during last 10 seconds. The toy car is A option. The toy car is fastest during first 10 seconds. So first 10 seconds it has traveled 5 meters, 0 to 5 meters, first 10 seconds. So then what is the speed here? First 10 seconds, speed 1, distance by time. So 5 by 10, 5 by 10 means 0.5, 1 minute children, 0.5 meter per second. S2, 10 to 20 seconds, 10 to 20 seconds, 5 to 7, 5 to 7 they have traveled. Actually this topic we have not covered children. This because in next videos we are going to learn regarding the graphs. After learning the graphs, let us discuss these questions 54, 55, because still we can learn in detail. Okay, let's skip these questions. So in our coming videos we will discuss this motion and time, speed and time graphs. So at that time we will explain once again these questions. So next, so in earlier days, so 56 question, in earlier days people used to measure time on the basis of what? In earlier days, in very earlier days, occurrence of periodic events in nature. in the nature, basing on sunset, basing on shadows, with the help of sundial, they used to find the time. Movement of compass needle, later they have found it out. So option A is the right answer. So what will be the type of motion by a ball rolling down an inclined plane? So it is coming down in straight line. That is one thing. It is rotating around itself. So both rotational and linear motions it will show. So B option is the right answer. Next. Here, Rohan carried out an investigation into the speed of his doll, and results are tabulated below. So what he has done? He has turned the key of the doll key of the doll. This is the doll. He is turning the key. He turned key 2 times. Then it has moved 40 centimeter distance. 4 times 60 centimeter. 6 times 80 centimeter. 8 times 100 centimeter. Like that he has moved, rotated the key, and the doll has been moved forward. Now the question is, what is the speed of the doll when the key is turned 8 times? When the key is turned 8 times. They are asking speed. They are asking speed. Okay. So here what they have given? Distance moved in 20 seconds they have given. Distance moved in 20 seconds. If he has turned key 2 times, then in 20 seconds, it has moved 40. In the same way, when he has turned the key 8 times, in 20 seconds time, because of more turns, the toy, it has moved 100 centimeter distance. This 8 times is, it is a number of rotations. 20 seconds is time taken by the doll to cover 100 centimeter distance. Now the question is, what is the speed? Speed, what is the formula? Distance by time. 100 centimeter by 20 seconds. So we won't consider number of rotations. We consider only distance and time. So 5 centimeter per second. 25 times 100. So 5 centimeter per second. A option is the right answer. Next, look at the diagram of pendulum. An oscillation of pendulum is from P to R back to P again. Means P to R. In the middle Q will come. In the middle Q will come. Again Q, R to P, coming back to P. This is called one complete rotation. And going forward, coming backward, it's called one complete rotation or oscillation. One complete oscillation. If it takes 0.5 seconds to swing from P to Q, for P to Q, it is taking 0.5 seconds. Means while going forward. Now the question is, how much time it will take for 5 oscillations? One complete oscillation means how much? P to Q, Q to R, again R to Q. 1 minute, children. 1 minute. R to Q plus again Q to P. This is one complete rotation. For P to Q, how much time it has taken? For P to Q, 0.5. Because same part, here also it will take 0.5. Here also it will take 0.5. While coming back also it will take the same time. Means it will take 2 seconds for one complete oscillation. 2 seconds for one complete oscillation. But they are asking for 5 oscillations. Means 5 2 times 10 seconds is the correct answer. So option D is the correct answer. Okay, children. Some graphs questions are pending. So in previous videos also some graph questions we have got. So that questions after some explanation part again we can discuss. Okay. So thank you for watching our video, children. So please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you. Have a good day.